My next
Okay, sounds
guest
good,
is
man.
looking to move to 6-0 in his professional career. Cody Law, who faces James Adcock at Bellator 276. Cody, thanks again for your time.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. And to start things off, how's everything going down there at American Top Team, and how are you feeling ahead of this one?
Everything's been good. It's been a good camp. A little tougher than normal, which is, I think a good thing. So I'm feeling extra prepared right now.
Awesome. And you were supposed to face Johnny Soto, but he pulled out recently. When did you find out you had a new opponent in James Adcock?
Yesterday, I got a text from my manager, and of course, like my heart dropped because this is very important for me. Even getting pushed back a month, I don't want. I want to fight. I'm ready to fight like tomorrow. So I was really upset, and then I got a follow-up text saying we had a new guy. I called him right away, and whoever it was, I said just take it. And it's James Adcock, so I'm happy.
Have you ever been in a situation like this before where you had kind of an opponent switch at the last second?
No, this is the first guy that's ever pulled out. I've had really late announcements though. I think my fourth fight, I didn't know who I was fighting until like 2.5 weeks before, maybe 2 weeks. That's happened to me a few times now where I fought a guy kind of late notice. This is the first pull out and switcheroo kind of situation.
I see. And when you look at James's skill set, what do you know about him, and what kind of fight are you expecting?
Not too much, I just found out about him last night, but I know he's a southpaw and maybe more of a grappler. I guess I'll find out on Saturday.
Who's going to be cornering you for this fight?
I'm going to have Mike Brown and Artem Levin, one of our striking coaches. I'm sure you're familiar here at ATT. He's amazing. So I'm going to have those two guys in my corner.
Awesome. And what's it been like learning under Mike Brown? I hear so many fighters around the sport talking well about him. What's it been like learning from a guy like that?
Yeah, amazing, man. I'm very lucky. I've said this a lot before, but I used to watch Mike all the time on embeddeds and old fights, and I've kind of been a fan for a long time. So to build a relationship with him and learn from him, I think he's the best MMA coach in the world, and he just puts so much time into all the guys that he works with, and we made a lot of gains. I think in the last almost 2 years now I've been with him, and I'm looking forward to seeing how far we can go.
What do you think separates ATT from some of the other gyms around the world?
Well, obviously we have pretty good backing. We have Dan Lambert, and we have an unbelievable amount of resources. The coaching staff is, I think unmatched in MMA, and the talent pool. Right, we have so many good guys in there. I mean, if you even forgot having amazing coaches like we have, just being in a room full of guys that are that experienced, that skilled, every day going with them, you would find it hard not to get better. You have to get better, or else you're just going to fall off. Like you're going to leave the gym. So I think that, along with amazing coaches and a pretty team atmosphere, it just keeps making everybody winners there.
Definitely. And a big featherweight matchup in the Bellator 276 main event between Adam Borics and Burnell. How do you see that playing out?
I haven't paid too much attention, man. I'm so focused on myself. If it was a different weekend, I could tell you more, but I'm just laser focused right now.
Yeah, I totally understand. And you came into MMA with a strong wrestling background. How important would you say it is to have a solid grappling base, especially when you're just starting MMA?
I think, most people would agree it's the most important. You have the most chance for success if you come in as a strong wrestler. I think the reason behind it is you can control where the fight goes, right? If I want the fight, if I need to take the guy down, I can take him down. But if I want to keep it standing, I can keep it standing as well, which is pretty nice where, maybe a striker doesn't have that luxury. So, and coming from a wrestling background, you're disciplined. You're usually pretty athletic from years of wrestling. You're strong and in shape. And, of course, learning striking is a whole other thing. But I think it's a little easier to learn striking than it is vice versa.
Yeah, definitely. And when you're not training, what do you like to do with your free time? What do you like to do to take your mind off training and de-stress?
Lately, I've been reading a lot more, trying to get off screens because I spend a little bit too much time. I love to watch TV shows and movies, but it affects my sleep a little bit. So I've been I've been reading a bit more. I like to play guitar. But that's pretty much it. I watch fights and I train, and that's it.
Awesome. Well, last question for me here. What can fans expect from your fight next weekend, and what's the key to getting the win?
They can expect a finish, and the key for me is just to be myself. I'll get it done.
Awesome. And before we wrap things up, I'll give you the floor to shout out any sponsors, shout out your team, and I'll give you the final word.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to American Top Team, my coaches from back in Pittsburgh, Isaac Greeley, Philip Amaris, Matt Layshock, my sponsors, Action Sledge, Trouble Whiskey, Angry Duck, and Simpson Labs. Grateful for all you guys.